Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Eddie Hearn, we're on to you. We're on to you. We know what you're up to out there, Fast Eddie. We know just what you're up to. You want to overpay opponents for easy titles. That's what you want to do. See, you are here trying to protect your investments. You don't really want to make undisputed. You don't really want to make unifications. So hold your horses, Fast Eddie, and stop taking it to the stupid. Now make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Become a member. $3, $4 a month. Come on. Also, man, leave that donation for that fried rice and chicken wing. Eddie Hearn, we're on to you. Now, for those of you who say, hey, Hood Champion, where you going with this? I'm going to tell you, Mick Nicholas, hold your horses. Don't take it to the stupid and don't question Hood Champion. Eddie Hearn been overpaying these motherfuckers for a while now. It depends on who the opponent is. It all started with AJ. Think I'm making it up? Who is that? Who is that guy with the small shorts? Charles Martin. And what did Eddie Hearn say about old Charles Martin? I admit to overpaying Martin just so AJ could secure the IBF title. I have to admit it. I'm guilty. Overpaid Charles Martin. I've been telling y'all that, but nobody believed me. People think I'm out here making stuff up. I'm telling you he did it, man. But don't just take my word for it. Let's look at what Fast Eddie had to say. I'm going to skim over this, so you guys will be able to get the point. Now, Eddie Hearn admitted that he overpaid Charles Martin when he brought him over to the UK just so Anthony Joshua could clip him. Talking about it was a gamble. Bullshit. They knew that Martin couldn't beat AJ. And what he says, we paid Martin an absolute fortune. You look back and think it's the worst deal. He got ironed out in 2 minutes. And Josh will sometimes say, Carl, well, we paid Charles Martin, but then I say, mate, it hasn't worked out too badly, has it? Now, for those of you who are wondering just how much Martin got paid, word on the street is, and I've been saying this consistently, $9 million is what he got paid to fight Anthony Joshua. So I would have taken the fight too. Charles Martin made more money in that one fight than some boxers make in their whole career. And that's why you see Charles Martin, he wants to fight, but he's on cruise control. Because he's not a guy who went out and bought Rolls Royce and jewelry and out here bling-blinging and getting jiggy. He didn't go and waste his money. He didn't do that. That guy, I think, has a child with autism or something. I don't know. I know there's one of his children have a special condition, but he's a good individual. He's got a good head on his shoulders. But all I'm saying is this. Eddie Hearn, you overpaid Charles Martin just so AJ could get that belt. Cool. And you just admitted to overpaying Stanionis. Something like Boots was supposed to get a certain amount of money. 25% of that original fight purse they gave to Stanionis to make the fight. Other than that, he wouldn't have got the Stanionis fight. So they overpaid Stanionis. Now, I don't know the exact amounts, but I know Boots gave up a lot of his fight purse just so Stanionis would be like, all right. It made it to where Stanionis couldn't say no. Kind of like Charles Martin's situation. And then Boots went out there and got the win, okay? Now, my thing is this. Hey, look, Bob Marley, I didn't shoot the sheriff. All right, Mick Nicholas, seagulls don't fly in here and start shooting up my house. If you're gonna overpay Charles Martin, if you're gonna overpay Stanionis, Fast Eddie Hearn, okay, Mr. Slim Fast, well then overpay Barrios. Overpay Barrios. Barrios is out here chasing money. He want to fight Pacquiao is what it sounds like. Overpay him so Boots can get that belt. Okay, simple. If Barrios says no, there's more money in Pacquiao, so overpay Brian Norman Jr. Overpay him. Why not? You keep talking about they need to grow a set of balls if they're going to and fight and stop complaining about money. We're going to give them 10 times more money. than they ever met in their whole career. Going to be $2 million. You only made 100,000, so 20 times more money. It's 100 times more money. It's $1 billion in turkey alashikins and turkeys in the house every day is Thanksgiving. If you let Eddie Hearn tell it, he's going to give that man a goddamn $1 billion. Bottom line, Fast Eddie, pay him. You want to make, you say, at Boots promoter, you want to make sure he becomes undisputed, right? You saying he'll beat everybody at 147. You know, most would agree. You say he beat everybody at 154. Hold your horses, stop taking this so stupid. You said he'll beat everybody at 160. Easy, McNicholas. Get out of here with that bullshit. Boots a bad boy, but pump your brakes. This shit about beating everybody at 154. I'll just say Murtazaliev. Hell, I'll say Bohachuk. Hell, I'll say Virgil Ortiz. Hell, I'll say Fundora. Lubin, Charlo. Let's just stop right there. Him getting through killers at 154 will not be easy. His best bet is for someone to become undisputed at 154. Then you try to make that fight, and he hopes the stars line up, and he can clip him four belts, one fight. The 4-for-1 deal. Okay? He can get the 4-for-1 deal, then he's in there. But other than that, let me tell you something. Hood champions got heart. I'm brave. I will cross a bridge if there's a crocodile underneath. I'm not afraid, but I'm not going to insult the crocodile and piss him off and then think I'm going to skippity-doo on my ass across the bridge because I don't want him taking a pound of flesh out my ass. That's all I'm saying. So Eddie Hearn could be out here pissing off these crocodiles at 154. And if Boots decides to try to cross the bridge from 147 to 154, ka-chomp, somebody gonna chomp a pound of flesh up out his ass. So easy. Let's not take it to the stupid. Focus on 147. Overpay people. Overpay them. Don't come with, now I'm talking about, we won't be overpaying nobody else. Just take what we get. We're in the driver's seat. We're the unified champion. More money for us. More belts means more money. You take what we give you. Don't draw the line in the sand like that. Because I tell you, this way of doing business, like this is not something you can do in perpetuity. You can't continue down this path. Eddie Hearn ain't learned from his past mistakes. He ain't, see the problem? I'm going to tell you all the problem. You know what the problem is? Well, Eddie Hearn is just money, and watching how he spin. You know why? Because Eddie Hearn is not Turk Eddie Alashik. It's Turk E Alashik, not Turk Edie. Turk Eddie Alashik. Eddie Hearn don't have money like that. He don't want to come out there and mess up Papa's business. Papa handed me a business. I had to make money. It's Papa's business. So he ain't going to come out here, man, and do nothing stupid financially. Turk Alashik printing his own money. Turk Alashik don't care. Sovereign Wealth Fund, they deplete that and print more money. They don't care. Saudi Arabia got dope. So anyway, all I'm saying, next in line for Boots, look like it could be Gia. So, matter of fact, it doesn't look like. I'm going to call it right now. I'm going to do a video on it. Giasoff is next for Jerome Boots Ennis. You watch. Eddie Hearn, people listen. He's all about protecting his investment. He learned from that goddamn AJ, man. AJ went out there, Eddie Hearn was just pushing that man like a racehorse, not giving him no break, no water, don't eat no grass. Nope, the vet don't come see him. Don't give him no shots. Don't give him no supplements, nothing. Just run that racehorse. Run him into the ground. Got his ass in there with Andy Ruiz. Racehorse got goddamn tranquilized. Got him back up. Keep running, racehorse. All right, clipped Andy Ruiz in the rematch. That's my racehorse. Nope, keep him running. No water for his ass. No hay. No veterinarian. No vaccination. No supplements. Put him in there with Usyk. Bing, 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 bing. Holy shit, can't run these racehorses like that because I lose money and then my company's in shambles. Now he picked up another racehorse, Boots Ennis. He's like, nah, let's give him water. Let's give him grass. Hey, vet, come check him out. Hey, give him some supplements. Let's make sure he's okay. Racehorse, are you good? Papa Eddie loves you, racehorse. He can't afford for Boots to come out here and lose. So that's why Eddie Hearn is not going to put him in no fight with no damn Brian Norman Jr. It's going to be Giasoff, watch. Because Giasoff will take whatever. He's going to take the money. It'll be the most money ever made. He ain't going to complain. It'll be an easy fight to make. Plus, he's the mandatory. You don't want to take the fight, then you get kicked out the goddamn rankings. And Giasov doesn't want that. Now, after Giasov, they will probably try to make another unification, but Eddie Hearn's just talking. He's just talking. I don't care what he says. It makes it sound like that these good deals that could be in play. Eddie Hearn is a shot caller there because he's the guy who's going to be doing the purse bid and trying to make the fights and putting the money up. Because if he wins, he controls things. Anyway, boxing may be changing, but the way Eddie Hearn does business, it's not changing. Boots is in a good space, I think. I think Eddie Hearn's a good promoter for him. But Eddie Hearn's going to keep telling us all kind of bullshit, people. Don't listen to what this guy says. He's going to say whatever he has to make himself and his fighter looks good. That makes for a good promoter. But Brian Norman Jr., Eddie Hearn he's not going to pay that man what he probably deserves. And I get it. If you're only making $150,000 a fight, someone offers you $2 million. You know, I kind of agree with Eddie on that. Like, yo, what are we talking about here? There is nothing to discuss. You know what should happen here is you take the money and shut up. It's pretty damn simple. But at the same time, when you start looking at these 80-20 splits and all that, and if you want this title, for him to go and become pick up 3 titles at 147, you want this title, you got to pay for it. You ain't gonna hit me with the same shit you were gonna offer me for unification. Now you have 2 belts and you want to pick up this one, you got to pay me a little more. It shouldn't be 50-50. Maybe you bubble it down to a 60-40 because an 90-10 split, an 80-20 split, that's where Eddie's gonna start. But I just say make 60-40 and be done with it. You know what I mean? 60-40, 65-35, 70-30 is a little bit harsh, but he's got 2 belts. He has one. I mean, 66-33. I think 65-35 is the sweet spot, in my opinion. One guy has 2 belts, the other one has 1. 3 out of 100, 33 point. So I mean, I just think that's the sweet spot, 65-35, and that's just my opinion. Anyway, we'll see. Sounds like negotiations aren't going to be easy. But anyway, Fast Eddie Hearn, he will do what he has to, and he will overpay to secure titles if the fight is an easy fight, a guaranteed win. Y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.